Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with Stewie JP. I'm Stewie and this is the new premium tank from Sweden, the STRV M4257. This replay has been sent to me by the Flying Elite from Amiga Clan, and he's platooned up with his old mate Lee Sai from PBCAC. They're both driving tier 6s, Flying Elite in the new Swedish STRV. I'm not sure what STRV stands for. Did Google it, couldn't find anything. And Lee Sai is in his trusty old Fury, the American premium tier 6 tank. Now in this replay, both of them are only in little tier 6 tanks, and they're in a tier 8 game, so they need to be really careful. And the Flying Elite, with his autoloader, has picked up his first kill, which is a little tier 6 German VK2801. Now as you can see, it's a pretty groovy looking tank. I'm just going to zoom in on him a bit. Look at it. It's a pretty good looking tank. Looks a little bit French. It's got the auto loader, as you can see. It's a 4-shot auto loader. It is based on a French tank. He's searching for a shot on that T34-83, but he's behind a little bit of cover. It's not the quickest tank, like most auto loading tanks, like your Batchats and your T71s are pretty quick, apart from the big American line, the one that goes the T69 and the T57 heavy. The French autoloaders are quite quick. This one's not, but it is only tier 6. It doesn't have much armour. In fact, its armour is very underwhelming, and so is its speed, but its clip, a 4-shell clip, can dish out 600 damage, about 150 damage a shot. Let's see here, 150 damage a shot, 190 penetration. 190 penetration is enough when you're coming up against tier 8 tanks if you're in the right position. Now you can see on the mini-map, Lee Sai has pushed pretty hard with the help of some other tanks down the 9-0 line. They've gotten rid of one of the artilleries, which is very handy. There's still 2 to go. The 1-2 line's sort of looking a little bit campy on this side, but Lee Sai, with the help of these guys, have pushed down the 9-0 line, the traditional medium line, and Flying Elite is just looking for some opportunistic shots, which is exactly the right thing to do in this tank. It doesn't have armour, it doesn't have a great deal of mobility, so you've got to try to position yourself into a place where you can almost ambush the enemy team and get that 600 damage a clip out there. Unlucky not to penetrate the first shot in the SU. Now the SU takes out his tracks and his engine, and because the tank's already slow, you don't want to be driving around a damaged engine, so the Flying Elite repairs his engine and just waits for the tracks to fix themselves. He knew there was no one else sort of behind him, so behind that SU, so there was not a big chance of getting taken out by any other tanks. You can see it's only got 700 hit points of damage, which is on the low side for tier 6, but 700 hit points of health. So you've just got to be careful, especially with the tier 8s running around like that Scorpion G. That Scorpion G would put even if he was full health, that'd put a pretty big dent into his health pool. So Fury, Lee Sai and the Flying Elite, they're just keeping this Scorpion lit. Looks like the T34-85 might be shooting at him, and they're probably going to wait for the Scorpion to fire and then try and unload the clip. Unlucky, Lee Sai gets taken out by Artie, and you can see the Scorpion G is aiming the other way. So the Flying Elite gets in there and takes him out of the game. Picks up it's always good to kill a tier 8 tank when you're in a tier 6. He also puts a little bit of damage in the Artie before the Chieftain confirms a kill. Now he's picked up 2 kills and 1,273 hit points of damage, which would be a pretty good game anyway in this tier 8 matchup. But he wants more. Now it looks like that Oho just fired. That's what that big noise was. Even though he's on 500 hit points of damage, have a look at this. This last one can't bounce, otherwise he's dead. Picks up his 3rd kill and waits for the reload. See, it's a pretty pretty quick reload for considering it's an auto loader. It doesn't seem to take too long to reload, so you can unload your clip, and by the time you've found some cover, you're just about reloaded. Now he's just looking for an opportunity again. I don't think he's got shots. He hasn't got shots into those heavies over there. He's wondering, where's this ISU 152? That's a gun you don't want to be taking a shot from, especially in a little tier 6 Swedish tank. There he is. He keeps moving. He puts a shot into him, but he just misjudged the corner. Is it going to cost him? Yes, it is. That shot must have only just hit him. Look where he was. Looks like he was actually past the house, but the big derpy gun in the ISU 152 takes the Flying Elite out of the game. But look at the damage counter. He's done over 2,000 hit points of damage, considering he was only carrying around 700 hit points of health. He's more than done his job in this game, and the friendly ISU is going to go and get rid of him. As we have a look at the post-game battle results, an awesome game there from the Flying Elite with Amiga. He's picked himself up an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, and it's that medal that I have a lot of trouble pronouncing. Leva Slaho's medal for killing 2 enemy vehicles with a medium tank, which is 2 tiers higher than your own. And that, of course, that's the Oho and the Scorpion G, the new premium German tank destroyer. Now, there's also supposed to be a little picture here. He's picked up 2 marks of excellence. I don't know if you can see it as I hover the cursor over the little square. 2 marks of excellence. Now he's looking for his 3rd one in the new Swedish tank, the STRV M4257. I've got to find a shorter name for that. Maybe the meatball tank. Maybe that's it. But there's going to be more Swedish tanks coming soon. Looking at the post-game battle results, you can see he top scored as far as experience goes. 2,093 damage. He actually got the second highest amount of damage. It was the tier 6s that did the damage in that game. The IS-3 didn't have a bad game, and the Chieftain didn't have a bad game either. But the 2 tier 6 tanks with 3 kills each really outperformed the tier 8s. Now, I'm tipping he spent a little bit of money on premium ammunition, and that's why it wasn't such a profitable game, just making 4,000 credits. But when you're fighting against tier 8 tanks, especially the heavily armoured tanks, in your little tier 6 medium tank, of course you've got to fire a little bit of premium ammunition. But all in all, an awesome game from Flying Elite from Amiga Clan, platooning with his old mate Lasai, who was a little bit unlucky in that one, but an awesome game nonetheless, with an Ace Tanker in the new Swedish premium tank, the autoloader, the STRVM 4257. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.